Greetings, Zombie Slayer Slippy Jim here. Welcome back to my solo high round strategy guide for the map The Giant from Black Ops 3 Zombies. Moving into round 11 here. In the first episode I showed you guys how to get set up and maximize your points early on. In this episode we'll be taking you through some of the rounds after round 11 and also final few things that we need to get set up comfortably here, as well as a couple of Easter eggs in the map that you may find useful also. Now, one thing that I'll explain here as well about the mechanics of this map, in the original Riese version, every time you teleport, especially in the lower rounds, you have a chance of getting a drop appearing for you just in front of the mainframe in the starting area. Now, in this version of Riese, aka the Giant, the same thing happens. However, there is also a very rare chance of getting a free perk bottle drop, which is really cool. So for that reason, in the early rounds, I like to camp on the teleporter. Probably the easiest one is this one at Teleporter C. And then when you get overrun, just teleport yourself through to the mainframe in the starting area, and you will hopefully get a drop, and you'll have that rare chance of getting a perk drop as well, which is pretty cool. So there are actually, I think it's six perks? 6 or 7 perks in this map. And including Deadshot Daiquiri and Stamina Up. Now those 2 perks, you can get one of either of those by doing an Easter egg in the map, but you can actually have a chance to get all of those perks if you get enough of these free perk drops from teleporting. However, once you get into the higher rounds, they become really rare. Like maybe 1 in 10 will give you a drop of some sort, and then you have a very limited chance of getting a perk drop, which they actually seem to have nerfed as well. So you can choose to try and do this. I like to try and get it because it's kind of exciting if you do get one, but bear in mind that you've probably got a very low chance of actually getting one. So if you want to waste the points on trying to teleport and get that perk drop, by all means do it. I like to do it, but if you want to spend your points on something else, go ahead. It's completely up to you. What I'm doing now is I'm going to be hitting the mystery box to try and get either the Locust sniper rifle or preferably the Drakon. The Drakon is what we want to end up with for this first initial strategy I'm going to be showing you guys for this map. So usually they're fairly easy to get out of the box, but we're going to have to spend a few points obviously being random until we actually get one. So we'll come back and we'll deal with the dogs first up here. Now I did manage to get the Dingo LMG out the box. This is actually a real beast of a weapon. Probably my favorite LMG, but because of the relatively slow reload time on it, it's not the best weapon to have for a catwalk camping type of strategy, so we're not going to hang on to it for too long. Let's take out these dogs. And the mystery box, we got the teddy bear, so the mystery box is going to move locations, obviously. How it used to work sometimes in the old Black Ops maps is if you did get a teddy bear, the box would actually move locations in a circular direction around the map. So if you move to the next closest box location, you had a fairly good chance of the box going there. It didn't always do that, but more often than not it would work that way. Okay, so the box is back here on the catwalk, so we're just going to camp here a little bit while we hit the box as well. Still trying to get the sniper rifles. And you'll notice I threw my trip mines back on the wall back there. So basically if you do get backed up while you're reloading or something like that and the zombies crowd you in there, the trip mines will go off and hopefully buy you those few extra seconds that you need to reload. Or later on if you have the gobble gum to activate in anywhere but here, gobble gum to get out of there. Or even the in plain sight. Will probably get you out of that situation. Throw a monkey bomb once you get those as well. So you have quite a few options if you do get stuck, but you have to act very quickly because the zombies do not mess around in the higher rounds in this map. As you can see there, just an example of the trip mines going off, buying me a few extra seconds there while I reloaded. This is only round 13 though, so we should still be fairly comfortable here, even using the VMP. Alright, we finally got one of the two snipers that I wanted to get. So the Locust is actually pretty decent, and you can camp here very, very comfortably to about round 35 plus with the Locust. Particularly, say if you got, for example, Mule Kick, you could have the Locust as well as the Drakon, pack punch both of those, and you're pretty much cruising. You know, if you run out of ammo in one, you got the other one to back yourself up. But if you're going to choose just one of those, which is what I'm going to do, because I don't like to use Mule Kick too much, unless I really have to. So the Locust is more powerful than the Drakon, but it has a slower rate of fire. So I actually prefer the Drakon because it's more semi-automatic. Both of them have fairly big magazines. And we're going to teleport again, so I like to do this pretty much at least once a round, like at the end of the round or whatever, just up until about round 20, 25, after which point it's almost pointless after that because of how rare the drops get. But just trying to get that free perk drop. Not having much luck so far though. And what we do get though is the fire sale. So the fire sale works on the mystery box as per normal, and we get really lucky here and get a monkey bomb, which is pretty sweet. But it also works on the Gobblegum machine. So the Gobblegum machines, only one of them will be active around the map. One or two, I think it is. And after a couple of uses, they will move locations similar to the getting a teddy bear in the mystery box. But if you do get the fire sale, then you'll find that all of the Gobblegum machines are active and only cost 10 points as well. So that's pretty cool. Again, trying to get the free perk drop. Not having much luck, but I am getting a few kind of useful drops out of it anyway. So that's cool. And we're still slowly building up points as well. So I'm going to end up pack-a-punching once I get the Drakon. And then you want to build up as many points as you can because they'll be coming in useful later on if you decide to start running a trap strategy after you get to about round... I would say like the camping strategy we'll be getting into a bit later in this game. You can do it comfortably to about round 38. After round 38, you are really playing with fire staying there longer than that on the catwalk. So you want to run the traps after that, and that's going to be doing a little bit of training the zombies up, and that's where the VMP is going to come in useful for building your points up. Alright, anyway, we have 7,000 points to burn here, so let's go hit the box again, still trying to get that Drakon. We have monkey bombs, which is awesome, so we're going to use those for the Easter egg to get another perk. In this particular game, I'm hoping to get Deadshot Daiquiri, so we have that aim assist, because I'm playing PS4 for the catwalk camping. And we do get another sniper here, but it's the SVG. This thing is probably the most powerful sniper. Unfortunately, it has a really slow rate of fire, so it's not really that useful. Get the Dredge again. The Dredge is pretty awesome, like as a burst fire LMG, but the reload is really slow on it. It's good if you're playing co-op, but solo, not so good. And here we finally get the Drakon. This is such an awesome gun, like, especially once you unlock the ELO sight for it. It's probably one of the top 5 guns in the game right now. That's how good it is, and especially for catwalk camping on this map, it is awesome. Alright, let's see what we get here with the Gobblegum. Okay, Alchemical Antithesis. So I really like this. This is the last Gobblegum you unlock as you rank up in zombies. And it actually allows you to trade hit marker points, like those 10 points that you get for hit markers in zombies. Trade those points for ammunition, for 1 round of ammunition per hit marker that you get. So for something like a sniper, it's not that effective. But for other weapons, it is incredibly effective. It's like having a max ammo, basically. So what you can do with a rapid fire weapon like the VMP is, what I'm doing here is group up the zombies, then trigger your Gobblegum and just spray the zombies, and all those hit markers that you would normally get is just going into ammunition. And you can see I've pretty much got full ammunition now for this thing, which is which is pretty epic. I mean, I could buy ammo off the wall for this particular gun, but still. It's especially effective, alchemical antithesis that is, for use with the Wonder Weapon in Shadows of Evil. Like, you can fire off one round of the Apothecary Servant, and it will basically refill your entire ammunition using this Gobblegum. That's one of the reasons it's so amazing. Anyway, we're back up here on this spot here. Now, I like to camp here every now and then and basically wait till I get overrun and then just drop down off the ledge. Trigger the trap if you're doing trap strategy. In this case, though, or head up to the catwalk, whatever you want to do. A bit of max ammo there, which is always welcome. Yeah, but so far, Black Ops 3, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I'm interested to see what Gobblegums they come up with in the DLC, because we'll almost definitely be getting new ones. And so far, a lot of people have been struggling with finding all of the Easter eggs in Shadows of Evil. So they've definitely upped the ante as far as working out what to do. Now, some people might like that. A lot of people get frustrated, though, with how complicated things are and how long it takes to get set up and stuff like that. And I can understand that point of view as well. But the great thing about the Giant, because this is like a throwback to the days of World at War, when Zombies was just a quick blast of a mini game. This is a great map. Like, there's so many different ways you can play this map. It's a fairly small map, relatively speaking, compared to what came later on. And this is the Easter egg, by the way. So what you want to do is you want to throw down a monkey bomb and then very quickly trigger the teleporter. And you want to do that on all three teleporters. And what will happen is each time you do it, you'll actually get one of these red lights on this control panel here at the mainframe will turn green. Once all three of those lights are green, there'll be a big red button. And you can actually press that button at that point, which fires a laser from the giant robot's head, which bounces off the Dory sign and melts some snow, and under the snow you'll actually find a perk machine. It will either be Deadshot Daiquiri or Stamina. One of those two perk machines. It's random each game. So Deadshot Daiquiri can be helpful if you're playing on console and you want to camp the catwalk with some easy headshots from the aim assist. Or Stamina Up is just generally a good perk in this map, especially if you're running trains for the higher rounds as well. Okay, so we have another dog round, obviously. Now, the other thing that happens in the Giant is from about round 16-17 onwards, you will get dogs spawning in mid-round with the regular zombies. So you just want to watch out for them, be prepared to deal with them. I like to have a weapon dedicated for dogs in the higher rounds, either the Wonder-Off or a shotgun, like a shotgun you can buy off the wall. Something like that, but they're usually pretty easy to take care of. Okay, so we've dealt with the dog round. Now what we're going to be doing is heading back up to the catwalk, and we're going to be spending a little bit of time camping up there with our Drakon until we get enough points to pack a punch, and then we're going to pack a punch the Drakon. Maybe even double pack a punch to get an extra effect. And hopefully they bring out some more of those double pack punch effects in the next DLC. I'm expecting that they'll bring out some more Gobblegum for sure, but hopefully we also get some extra effects from double pack punching. I think that would be pretty cool. The four that we have are pretty nice already, although probably the weakest one is the, what's it called, Dead Wire? I don't really like that one very much, but the other three are really good. And we get a fire sale. We don't really need it now, but we might as well pick that up.
I gotta get to the box.
So right now my Gobblegum is still the alchemical antithesis. I want to swap that out eventually, so I'll probably hit the Gobblegum machine pretty soon and try and get anywhere but here. It'd probably be the most useful one for camping up here at this point, but just trying to build up some more points here with the VMP, so it's still strong enough for us to camp on the catwalk here, using this thing for a little while just to get the extra points. I'm really glad I got that max ammo as well. Starting to run out of ammunition. I could pop the last usage on my alchemical antithesis if I wanted to, mind you, so no problems there. I'll try and keep one last zombie. And we definitely have enough now to pack-a-punch the Drakon. So I'm just going to try and find a Gobblegum machine as well. And see if I can't pick up the Anywhere But Here. Or even the In Plain Sight would be okay. But just before I do that, I'm going to teleport here. And I think we still had this last teleporter to do for the Easter egg, come to think of it. That should be the third and final one. And we'll just see what we get as a drop. And it's Nuke. Okay, we got the big red button. Let's press that. And there goes the laser. Such a cool Easter egg. It's not the most complicated of Easter eggs, but it's really cool kind of thing that they put in the map. And I happen to get Deadshot Daiquiri this time, so that might be pretty cool for catwalk camping with a sniper. We can just use the auto aim feature here on PlayStation 4 to zoom in for the headshots. And we'll pack punch the Drakon. And I won't quite have enough to double pack punch it right now, but that's fine. We'll come back and do that maybe at the end of the next round. And since I got the points, I might as well hit the Gobblegum machine here as well.
Candy's always a nice change from basic rations.
And stock option. So yeah, that's a really good perk. Trouble is, it doesn't last that long, especially when you're in the higher rounds. But it's pretty cool because you don't have to reload, so it's pretty much the ultimate Gobblegum for camping. Because obviously, especially when you're playing solo, the reload is what kills you. So we're just going to use up the ammo in the VMP, try and get some more points going, because we still need to... we might need to double pack a punch a couple of times to get the effect that we want for the Drakon. Okay, let's fall back on the Bahamut, the Pack-a-Punch Drakon. It's such a beast-looking weapon as well. I really love the way it looks. It's got like a really weird-looking muzzle brake on it once you Pack-a-Punch it. And during the insta-kill, we're just going to get a few extra points by using the Bowie knife here. But doesn't look like there's too many zombies left. You can also like camp right here as well if you're just about to run out of ammo, and then just drop down off the windowsill when you start getting overrun. Okay, we're going to keep the zombie, and I think that guy's the last zombie. So we will be pack-a-punching the Bahamut a couple of times at least until we get the effect that we want. But before we do that, we're going to actually do the Flytrap Easter egg. So what you want to do is get a Pack-a-Punch gun, and then you want to shoot the control panel outside the map right there. Exactly where I shot that. And you'll hear a little message from Maxis. And this is like a variation from the original Flytrap Easter egg from the Riese in World at War. In that one, there wasn't really any reward. It was just a little bit of fun. A proper traditional Easter egg. But in this one, there is a little bit of a reward, which is a pretty cool reward as well, in keeping with the Black Ops 3 specialist theme. So you have to find 3 objects. One is a monkey, which is found inside the burned out furnace right there. And then you have to find 2 different teddy bears. They're always same spots in the map. So the next one we're going to get is located up above like a fire escape. You'll see me shoot it right here. So we got that one. And the third one is a teddy bear located in one of the vats back here. It's kind of a little bit hard to see. You have to kind of jump up to see it. You're going to see it right here. In a second, we'll shoot that as well. Having done it successfully here, right there, you'll hear another message, a final message from Maxis. And if you go down to the furnace, right here, you see a little weapon floating around there, which is the Annihilator. Oh, I nearly got... You see how I was crouching there to grab the Annihilator? I nearly got down by that zombie with that stun lock. Fortunately, I was just coming out of the crouch quickly enough to avoid getting killed there. Anyway, we got the Annihilator, so I'll show you that a little bit later. But I'm going to double pack punch the Bahamut here. And what we're going to be going for is... we want to get turned. In this case, we got Deadwire, which, as I said, is probably my least favorite of these double pack-a-punch effects. Similar to a Wonderwall effect, but it's not really effective. So we're going to keep going until we get dead wire.
Hopeful that this
Not dead wire,
one's gonna
sorry.
turn out better than the last one.
Turned.
Hey, it couldn't be any
And
worse.
let's see what we get here. Alright, we got turn on the second go. That's not too bad. Didn't have to waste too many points. So what turn does is, it's like a critical chance every now and then to trigger the effect, and it actually turns one of the zombies that you hit into an ally who will run around killing other zombies for you. Usually they take out about 5 or 6 zombies before they conk out on you. But you can get more than one running around helping you out as well, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to head back to the catwalk area. And just before we do that, I might actually try another one of these teleportations to try and get the free perk. See how we go with that. We'll leave this episode here for today, guys. Please remember to rate and comment. We'll be back in the next episode to do a little bit more of the higher rounds here on the catwalk. And see you then. Thanks for watching. Slippy Jim out.
Covered.
Mr. Monkey to target to play!